you talked about it on one of your
Oh.
YouTube videos. It was Cape Luwak or something like that, and it's like where the cat chews it up and poops it out.
We talked about that.
Yeah, it was on your YouTube.
Oh, honestly, I forgot about that. But there's a coffee bean that these wild cats somewhere in a jungle eat, and they poop it out. And whatever flavor that like people like gather it, clean it really well, make coffee, and that flavor of coffee is what people want.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to
What's
another
up?
episode of the Entrepreneur Experience Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we're full of the experience for entrepreneurs. No matter what level you're at, this is the place for you. This is the community. This is the content.
Yep.
I'm here with ActionCOACH Kansas City. Your name is?
Coach Joe, baby. Coach Joe. And JT Visuals without the eye, because there's definitely more than meets the eye with your video content. And we have
Jared Taylor.
We are the co-hosts of the Entrepreneur Experience. We are always having fun doing these episodes. It's funny because we talk to each other, but we know how many people are watching because we see the metrics and everything like that. So I actually feel now that I actually have an invisible audience I'm talking to, which is kind of great.
Yeah. Yep.
For those of you who go to my church and say hi, do me a favor this time if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Share the video. We really appreciate as many entrepreneurs in America and even around the world watching what we have because, business fundamentals are universal. I say that to everybody. And the content that we talk about is a universal business fundamental, like especially with what we're going to talk about today.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but what if you didn't have to hunt for your next client? What if there's a way that you could spend less than 3 hours per month, even as a busy entrepreneur, and start attracting your ideal clients so that they come to you rather than you have to always go to them? You could be the best of your industry, but we want to make you the best known. And you can get started on this for free on our website. Go to jtvisuals.com and look for our ideal client profile generator. We've trained AI to come up with who you should reach out to and who you need to become to be that go-to expert of your industry and city. So what are you waiting for? Go to jtvisuals.com. That's jtvsuals.com, jtvsuals.com, and get started today.
You know my buddy Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he has a really awesome message to tell all of our listeners today. Why don't you take that away?
Well, if you're a business owner listening right now, you know that real growth isn't about finding just any customer. It's about building genuine trust with the right customers and the ones who value quality and connection.
Mm-hmm.
And the big question is, how do you earn that kind of credibility? Well, that's why I'm excited to tell you about the team at Johnson County City Lifestyle. For 16 years, they've been the local experts at making this exact connection happen. The work Johnson County City Lifestyle does gets you trusted using a powerful multimedia platform of print, digital, and social media to put your business in front of the area's most affluent households. And the results speak for themselves. They recently told me about a local business they worked with that got 4 qualified leads that turned into 4 complete sales in the very first month. That's pretty cool. If you're ready for that kind of result, Johnson County City Lifestyle gets you there.
Boom.
Just go to citylifestyle.com/Johnson County and click Advertise With Us button in the top right. Again, that's citylifestyle.com/Johnson County and click Advertise With Us to take the first step towards growing your business.
And if you're a business that can actually use affluent leads in high-end neighbors or high-end households, you really need to call my buddy Nolan because of everything he just said. Hey guys, Coach Joe here. I know you had to put a pause on this podcast episode. However, I know I'm talking to entrepreneurs. Look, as an entrepreneur, you have highs and you have lows, and sometimes you have more lows than you do highs. So if you're just starting out in business or you've been around for a while, I want to encourage you to get a coach. Think about our firm for coaching if you need guidance on how to establish a firm foundation for your business. Your business may be chaotic right now. Well, let's organize that. You might be struggling with getting qualified leads. Let's help walk you through and coach you through those challenging moments. This is a thing. No matter how bad or good you are, everyone needs a coach. Even the best professional athletes have a coach until the day that they retire. So if your business is supposed to give you the life that you want, you have to make sure you're getting the best guidance. And you can't figure everything out on your own because you only know as much as you only know. So get a coach. Really think about getting my online courses. There should be a link somewhere around this podcast where you can click on it and have access to my online courses. Or if you want to talk to one of our coaches and see if we're the right fit for you, by all means, reach out. Stay strong.
I also want to shout out that we have our new hub community. It's a school community, if you've heard of that. If you're in the entrepreneur world, you probably heard of school with a K.
SKOOL, right?
OOL, but you got me with the, I thought you were going to say W.
Oh, no. I almost said W.
SKOOL.
SKOOL. That's an Alex Hormozy thing, huh?
It is. He helped start that one.
That's cool.
It's more than just courses. It does courses, but it's also for resources, and it's also for commenting back, posting, leveling up.
I like
and
that.
The way that it goes is just more engaging and keeps you on the platform more than like if you're in a Facebook group, things just kind of disappear.
Yeah.
So that's why we started that, and we're pooling together. That's why we're really calling it the Entrepreneur Hub. It's everything about growing your business, and it starts for free. So get in there and join it. We have a link in the description for the Entrepreneur Experience Hub, is what we're calling it, and we put everything there that's related to anything we talk about for giving away PDFs or resources.
Yeah. And right now we have things for free, right?
Yeah.
It's not always going to be free, but right now we have things on there for free. So this is the first episode that we talked about it because Jared and his team have really been working hard and diligently at building this. That is definitely not my genius. So I'm really thankful for you because you nerd out about all that stuff. He just says, Joe, this is what I'm going to do. That sounds amazing. Go ahead and do it, right? That's me as a visionary. Like, you're like, and we can do this. And I love it. I love the synergy that we've kind of put together at this thing. But at the end of the day, it's for the entrepreneur. You know, as an entrepreneur, we all know that we don't get formal education on building your own business, our own business. We go to school, and the best that we can expect is building somebody else's business. We're learning how to be a great employee. So when entrepreneurs go out on their own and they build their own business, they're met with so many surprises. Obviously, some amazing wins, but surprises as far as not knowing to expect, these challenges. And a lot of it's burnout. A lot of it's, not understanding numbers and things like that. So those videos are definitely geared towards those entrepreneurial challenges that you will most likely face, if not you're facing right now. And it could potentially help provide the solution for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it because there's also like participation. It's not just another place to post and we send info and then you receive and choose what to do with it.
Yep.
It's like this is where you can actually participate back, and it completes this podcast that you're listening to right now.
Are the podcasts on there as well? Are we going to eventually do that?
Well, we post it on there.
Okay.
And then anything that's like, we mention a resource that we can't put in the description on YouTube, we put it in as a resource in school.
Oh, so yeah. And like I said, the link is below. This is the first podcast that we're talking about it. We'll probably talk about it for every podcast moving forward.
So click the link.
Click the link,
Join
baby.
it before we start charging.
Yep. Okay, look, the moment we've all been waiting for. And this has been an interesting conversation that we've had together in our coaching sessions. Definitely an interesting conversation I've had in many of my other coaching sessions with my clients. But the topic revolves around if you want to be the middle-priced person, it'll most likely kill your ability to make sales, which will most likely kill your ability to build a business. Because business, although there's a lot more to the fundamentals in selling is a pretty foundational part of business. You have to make money.
Yeah.
And you have to keep money. And I know we talked a little bit about it, and Alex Hormozy talks a lot about it, where it's like, look, you either be the cheapest or the most expensive, but if you coast in the middle, it's really hard for people to make that decision, and they'll probably just go either cheaper or more expensive.
Yeah, and I heard that today, and he actually came up with a really good strategy of like, hey, if you're going to own this side or this side, we got the solution. But being in that middle, it's so cutthroat. You know, you got to really be like so resilient, so fierce.
Yeah.
You know, you have to fight hard in the middle if you want to win in the middle.
Yeah. Well, if you liken it to wrestling, it's like a free-for-all. It's a Royal Rumble because most people want to hang out in the middle.
Yeah.
I've always heard contractors say, well, I'm not the cheapest. I'm not the most expensive. I'm about right there in the middle. And I cringe whenever they say that because it's like you have the most competition in the middle. And because the margins are so wide in between each one of those middle bidders, it's really hard to trust a middle number.
Yeah.
Right? If you're the cheapest, people know what they're going to pay. If you're the most expensive and the most valuable, you're going to get the clients that actually want value and have top dollar to pay for value. If
And you know what
middle,
that does that Alex pointed out?
What?
That enables you to hire great teams.
It does.
And when you enable great leaders and great teammates to do their job really well and pay them well, then clients are happier.
Absolutely.
And when clients are happier because they're treated well and they get better results, then it just works better for your reputation.
Absolutely.
And overall.
Absolutely.
So it's like there's that desire of it on that side.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the low side is like
well, you have clients for low sides. I mean, there's people that just want cheap. And if you want to be cheap, you got that. Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with people that just want cheap?
Yeah.
Do you like dealing with those people?
Well, they want the most. Or they have like whoever pays the least, like requests the most, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they're just, I don't know. So I used to clean, well, our business cleaned air ducts and we worked in the HVAC industry. And we realized that people that only focused on price needed our services the most, right? They're like the dirtiest systems and took us the longest amount of time, and they would hustle on price. They truly believed, in most cases, they truly believed that, negotiation of money was kind of where we wanted to get at, and I was like, we're not here to negotiate. We're not here, like, our prices are set because we have a formula to profit. You know what I mean? If we're cheapest, then we really sacrifice that profit.
What do you do if you don't know the research of your market? Of course, you probably want to research it, but what if you like the way that you do it, you feel is so particular that no one else is doing it? Then how do you come up with your price? Since we're on this.
That's a great question. Well, if you're doing something so uniquely different than everybody else, the way you do it, does it benefit that potential client 100 times more than everybody else would? Right? Because if that's the case, then you have to be able to express that value so well that they see it. So when you put a price, whatever that is, they're like, but I want the value, so I'll pay that price. I'll make that investment. Because it no longer becomes a price. It's now an investment for what they want. That's how people buy Rolexes and the most expensive clothes and shoes. They actually think, and the coffee. Well, that's me. I pay for expensive coffee.
Or remember the Carpe Luwak or whatever?
What's that?
The one that you talked about it on one of your YouTube videos. It was Cape Luwak or something like that, and it's like where the cat chews it up and poops it out.
We talked about that.
Yeah, it was on your YouTube.
Oh, honestly, I forgot about that. But there's a coffee bean that these wild cats somewhere in a jungle eat, and they poop it out. And whatever flavor that like people like gather it, clean it really well, make coffee, and that flavor of coffee is what people want. And it's like an espresso shot for like $100. But why do people buy that?
Yeah, it's like how it's packaged and how the brand makes them feel, right?
Dude, imagine how good of branding you had to get at to convince people to drink coffee ground up after it's been pooped out by a cat.
Did people find out after it was popular? That's what I
don't
wonder.
know.
Like,
I don't.
Was it a big con, and then now it's just like people feel like it's still true?
So, do you know how I found out about that story authentically?
The bucket list?
Somebody was actually interviewing Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
And he was making, like he does like voiceovers and jokes about like certain things. And, he brought his flair to, if you guys all know Snoop Dogg, just imagine him talking about coffee pooped out by a cat. It's on YouTube. I think it was Snoop Dogg. If it wasn't, it was somebody that looked like him. But anyways, it was hilarious. I was on the floor laughing. But you know what that made me want to do? Actually taste that coffee.
If
I've never
someone
done
sends
it.
it to us, I would probably still try it just because
If
knowing
you want to sponsor that show,
because it's roasted.
well, it's clean.
It's clean.
It's clean.
And then it's roasted,
Yeah.
and then it's grinded, and then it's brewed.
So here's the concept. Going back to what we're talking about, that's the most freaking expensive coffee in the world,
Yeah.
and people are traveling, paying for tickets, hotels, all that to go and drink that coffee someplace around the world that serves that coffee, and they're willing to pay $100. So when I was being business coached by my coach Carrie Kaufman with my air cleaning business,
Shout out, Carrie.
she said that somebody else told her this, but she said this to me. Somebody in your industry is the most expensive, and people are still wanting to use them for service. Why
They're lining
can't
up
that
at
be
the door.
lining up at the door? That's what she said.
Yeah.
Why can't that be you? Because when I came to her, I was proud about being that middle guy. I was proud of it. And then when that middle number didn't work, guess what we did? We became the cheapest because we started giving discounts.
And then that's your whole identity
It became our identity.
Mm.
And when she was prying that identity off of us or getting us to do that, it was so painful. I got mad at her. Because you know why? We were giving discounts to law enforcement, military, teachers, single mothers. I mean, you name it. She literally looked at our website and she's like, look, you give discounts to almost everybody that breathes. Why don't you just lower your prices all around so that way everybody gets a discount? Bro, I was mad. Because we had wrong guidance. I said, well, I don't want to be expensive because we don't have the equipment to look expensive. I don't want to be the super cheapest. I'll be right there in the middle. But then we became the cheapest because that market in the middle was so volatile. Everybody was middle. That was kind of where the negotiations were at, more than the cheapest people, honestly.
And do you think that people were buying because you were discounting? Or was it because now you had a message to tell them?
I think in the beginning, that was the way we try to convert. It was like, okay, well, I don't want to negotiate, so I'll give you a X% discount if we can just schedule right now.
Oh.
So what that did was it took the value out of the window where people just saw us as a regular company. There was nothing special about us. We were middle price, but we were also willing to discount just to close the deal. That became how people bought from us. And it almost killed our business. You know why? We made money. We didn't keep a whole lot of it.
And by keep, you mean
Profit.
the business as an entity.
Yeah. We paid ourselves a little bit, but the business had a zero. Like after every month, it was very close to zero. Like there was no profit. But we were converting at 90%, bro. We're proud about that.
And that's when 90%.
Proud about being broke too. Well, I was in denial about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think I started getting to like, it was pretty high conversions too, but it was like, how long did it take? Was never calculated. And then, because it could take 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and then they convert. But it meant that every person that mentioned they were serious and that I pursued and qualified was then going to convert. It was just a matter of time. But then that changed. So I learned in my own way the same thing. When we had was it an episode here or was it on your YouTube? It was somewhere where we talked about how my business 10x'd and everything. And that was because I came from close to $1,000 a month, and then got to close to 10,000. So there was the 10x, that first level of growth. My decision from there was, do I go home at full capacity, working some weekends, being the only person, or do I scale so that my happiness is there?
I like this.
And, and so
we just
with
talked
coaching,
about this, right?
We did a little bit, yeah. With coaching, the better decision, and with talking with my wife, was like, but you burned out is not good.
Oh,
so
what are the consequences of burning out?
You're not present.
Yeah.
Like in anything. You miss your family. You miss why you work. You miss maybe results for the clients even.
Yeah.
You're always like being tossed and turned back and forth. Losing sleep.
Dude,
sleep is fuel.
You're giving me goosebumps. I mean, I lived that so many times.
It's but that's where I started, and I wish I would have known better about including scale and profit for the business,
Yeah.
including my own labor. Because if I would have went back, I don't think they said yes because it was specifically $1,299, like $1,299. I think they said yes for what it would do with it in the range.
Your prices being that.
So if it, like, example though is what I mean is like, dude, if I went back in time and just included $100 or $200 more just to help me accomplish my, hey, wife, you don't have to go back to work now and scale.
Yeah.
That would have been even better. So I wish I would have like we had coaching, but it was just at the beginning.
Right.
And so it was hard to get into that. So definitely get like, have some sort of coaching or accountability when you can. And you might be at this at a whole other level where you're like going from $20K a month to $80K a month, like, and you want to hit that jump. But what needs to happen?
That's a huge jump, honestly. That's what? 5X?
Yeah.
4X?
But that's a possible one. I can see that being
It
possible.
is.
Like if they're not marketing or advertising at all, I could see that being a method of jump.
Yeah, depending on what industry you're in and your price point, that's definitely a jump. Or not even a small jump in some cases, but that's typically a bigger jump, like from 20K a month to 80.
Yeah, and that's like over time.
Yeah.
Like over a year maybe or something.
Well, yeah, and so, but honestly too, this is another thing. Being in the middle, I feel like you have no identity in your business, so it's easy to like just have a stagnant business if you want to be a middle price person. And hear me out. The people that are the cheapest are the proud of being the cheapest. We're the cheapest. Call
Dollar
us.
Tree.
Dollar Tree. Right?
This is the Dollar Tree
And
theory.
honestly, there is a place for Dollar Tree. I go to Dollar Tree for cleaning supplies. Cheap.
But that's why you go.
That's why you go.
And so who can they hire?
They don't hire the best of people. I can tell you that right now.
Slowest people possible.
Bro, it's bad.
And they're even still struggling.
Yeah.
And you can tell because they are no longer
Put Dollar Tree thumbs up. Dollar Tree with a thumbs up if you agree with us on the comments.
So they trap themselves based on the brand.
They do. They do. Well, another thing too is you know exactly what you're getting at Dollar Tree, or you have a good idea. You don't go to Dollar Tree thinking you're going to get Target value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not like you're lucky and find a PlayStation or an Xbox, for $1.
Yeah. Well, think about this. The cheapest versus most expensive, that kind of gets shown pretty much everywhere. So you have the Dollar Tree or Walmart's, the cheapest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Targets, right? Targets are top dollar, very clean, faster employees, cleaner looking employees, clean aisles, things like that, right? Who's in the middle when it comes to stores that provide those same products?
I actually would think Walmart kind of is. Well, they do advertise for the low price though.
And that's why I said Walmart's like the lowest price.
That's
okay.
their
Let's
lead
take out
magnet.
Walmart because Walmart could be in the middle because they're a bigger department store.
Yeah, that's their lead to get people foot traffic.
Let's just say Dollar Tree versus, Target. Who's in the middle besides Walmart? Because Walmart could be very well in the middle.
Man, someone in their car is probably screaming right now.
I know.
Producer, feel free to say something if you think of it.
Target is the middle. Whole Foods is the top.
Whole Foods. Oh, she's talking about grocery side. Target's the
I'm
middle,
talking about like
Whole
just
Foods the
department
top.
store
But
in general. Is Whole Food like a department store or is it just a grocery store?
Yeah, it's just a grocery. Oh, for real? There's other stuff?
Dang. It's been a minute. They have a cafeteria. I like their food.
Everyone has to become everything.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's true.
Dude, even
that's
Walmart's
kinda
doing podcast studios now.
They are. They are.
It's like, dudes.
Okay, so you have Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target in the middle, and then you have Whole Foods. Thank you, producers, Azaria. I appreciate that. Looking at us over there from the other side of the podcast studio. If you're a Whole Foods type of person or a Dollar Tree type of person, you have certain habits. I guarantee it. How you shop, right?
Yeah.
If you're a Target and Walmart in the middle, you have more competition there. So you have the options of Walmart, Target, what else?
This is actually working.
Aldi's,
Aldi,
Price Chopper if you're here in the Midwest, Hy-Vee. You have more options in there. So it's like, where do you go, right? So you chase sales that they give you. But if you're a Whole Foods person, where are you shopping for the majority of your food? Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Right? And you
Why?
can argue that
You know?
Sprouts might be somewhat of a competitor, but in a totally different thing, right? But if you're health conscious and you don't worry about the price, you are shopping at Sprouts, Whole Foods, whatever, right? Their own brand, apparently better quality stuff. In the middle, you have more options.
Yeah.
Then you have the Dollar General, which is, I know exactly what I'm getting there. And the shopping habits are different, right? The shopping habits are different.
Yeah, it is.
So
you get a lot more PJs
yeah. So
walking in the door.
So how does
Dollar Tree.
Walmart compete with Target and compete with all the other grocery stores? They try to be the cheapest of the middle.
Yeah, they're saying, hey, whatever it is, we can beat their price.
Mhm.
That's what they say.
Exactly. Does Whole Foods market that way?
No, I don't think so.
Whole Foods can care less about what Walmart, Target, Hy-Vee, all that stuff, all these is doing. They can care less. Why?
Customer satisfaction, maybe?
They're so unique. They're the most
Yeah.
expensive, and they attract a certain type of people. You go to a Whole Foods, right, producer Lazaria? It's clean. You know what you're going to get? Dude, have
The
you had
music's good.
the music's good. They sell top-of-the-line coffee. There's a cafeteria there.
If you need help,
And when
they're
you
nice,
eat
probably.
that cafeteria food, it's so freaking expensive. I put like 5 meatballs on my plate and some salad. It was $20 freaking dollars. But still, nurses are going there. Doctors are going there. I mean, there's a Whole Foods right around the corner from our studio. That's how I know.
There's a status, too, that part.
There's a
So, like,
status.
yeah.
So when you look
I go to
when you
Whole
look at the
Foods.
parking lot, what type of cars do you see in there? Right? They attract the
And what does the
upper
parking
middle-
lot look like?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's no carts smashing in front of cars or anything like that, right?
Or is there, like, does it need
Yeah.
fixing?
Yeah.
Lack of better
It's funny.
words.
It's like, I don't go to Walmart if I don't have to. I just
I
don't.
always feel like I'm so brave when I walk into Walmart.
Yeah, it's like, yes. Who am I
But now
gonna
we don't
pretend-
grocery shop anyways.
Well,
Like, we're in that era.
so you just have everything delivered?
Yeah.
Well, we have 5 kids, so I understand that. We have the majority. Even Sam's Club and Costco, we just have it delivered.
But then it's the quality of your delivery. How many swaps is it? Like, how well do they refund you if they
Yeah.
have to,
Yeah.
the customer service.
But going back to the topic, like, there's more competition in the middle
Yeah.
than there is the cheapest or
Why
most
do you think
expensive.
that's like the magnetic spot to be in as a business? Why do the businesses want to go there and be in the middle?
Why do you think?
You put that back on me,
I
coach.
did. Yes, I just pulled a coaching card.
Because you
Why
think
do you
it's
think?
loaded. Like, I have a little like opinion, but I was truly just
Is
curious.
it truly?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we can unpack that. Well, I feel like a lot of people are there because they think that that's where the majority of the people that buy want to go, and they might have a good point. But again, those are the stores always making deals and comparing themselves with each other. And this grocery store is better. Or this, we have these. Do you ever get mail where you have all like the Sunday like coupons and like the grocery store like pictures of food and everything like that?
Yeah.
Whole Foods doesn't send one out. Well, maybe they do, but I never see one. But again, like they're all competing with each other because that's where a lot of people buy most likely.
And
But
you
if
know what
you're-
would make Whole Foods stand out even more? If
What?
someone from Whole Foods is watching, let's do a grocery or whatever. Let's do a podcast.
Yeah. And use JT visuals without the
Yeah.
eye. Maybe you'll have the opportunity to put the eye back in visuals.
We can even get people to do it for you if you don't want to show up because you're so busy and
Or we can
high
use
level.
AI bots. That'd be
Not
kinda
yet.
cool.
Not yet.
But
Almost.
I mean, the point of the matter is there's so much competition there. And so everybody's always manipulating their prices. Walmart, they manipulate their price. They want to be the cheapest of the middle,
Yeah.
right? You have grocery stores always making deals on their food. You have Target giving out a Target card so you can always get 5%. Like that's where all the competition is at. You have to put so much effort into competing. Whereas if you're the most expensive, your competition is so small, it's like, well, cool. We can own the market and never give discounts and everything like that and be fine. There's enough to go around 2 competitors in the most expensive area than 40 in the middle and maybe 1 or 2 as the cheapest. Because the Dollar General, their next closest competitor is what?
Dude, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, Dollar
Tree.
General, Dollar Tree, right?
Save a Lot? No.
Probably.
That was one that was
Probably.
in my old hometown.
So that's just kind of where it's at.
Gerbs. Remember
Gerbs.
Gerbs.
I know.
I don't know if that was only in this area, but
Well, in Southern California, we had the 99-cent store.
oh, okay.
And we didn't really have Dollar General. We had the 99-cent
I
store.
think this is partially why Retail Rebel and all of those
Yeah.
resell companies do so well. because they did find a little bit of a loophole, and there's that like gambling feeling of like,
Yeah.
I could get something for $5 that's worth like $50
Yeah.
or $100 because it was packages from Amazon they can't return, you know.
Yeah.
And Amazon's just trying to make anything back,
Yeah.
you know. So they're like, here, buy it, but you don't know what's in it.
I heard that Amazon runs at a discount, at a negative all the time, every year.
I don't see that like overall though. Like
Probably,
I can
probably
see it-
on paper,
Yeah,
but I just heard, and that's all. Well, I don't know. I just heard that.
Yeah.
Confirm, audience, please.
well, because maybe like push into other things, and maybe like Amazon AWS. That's probably where they make most of their money, is through the like the website stuff, dude. If Amazon
Or Amazon
is down,
Prime subscription, they probably make their money off of subscriptions versus the products delivery.
that's the continuity.
Yeah, because they have videos, they have all that kind of stuff, right? So they probably make their money off of subscriptions. If you have a subscription business, you'll probably make more steady income that way than you do like of all your one-offs. Kind of like with you and podcasts.
They do make a lot of losses still,
Mhm.
even through that, because they're like paying for like super high dollar things that aren't watched
Possibly.
well or like
Possibly.
yeah, kind of like Netflix. They're always in the red as
Yeah.
well. Hey, they're red.
Yeah, the red and black.
So if
That's-
you're in the middle, like how do you know if that's a good idea to stay there or move? Like should I stay or
Yeah.
should I go?
Well, I think if you're in the middle, you develop a brand that attracts a certain type of people in the middle, like Target. People that typically shop at Target don't shop at Walmart all the time. Or people that love Walmart more than Target will be Walmart type of people.
So you just own it.
You just own it. You own it. But again,
Can you move upstream?
I don't know. Possibly.
If you do, I like my theory, I haven't done this, but my theory would be copy what Apple does, which is they add new things
Mhm.
rather than replace things.
Yeah.
So
Or
like,
they create a movement where it's like, hey, you can't live without the newest phone or update. So even though you just bought a new phone 6 months ago, we just got another one, and I want you to get $1 million worth of debt just to get this thing. But people do it.
yeah, and we prove to them
Yeah.
that we'll buy it. So why would they lower their
Who's
price?
their next competitor?
Maybe Google and Samsung. Way different
Are
on
they
price
really?
dollar.
Are they really?
No, not
No.
to me.
No, because people that are Apple.
Yeah.
Why?
Ecosystem.
It's an ecosystem. It's a look. It's a feel. It's a status. People who are Samsung probably nerd out on all the details of the pixels and all that kind of stuff. That's probably why they have that. Is it better? I don't know. Maybe. It depends on who you ask. But Apple is a movement. It's a look. It's the way it makes you feel.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Because I have Apple. Look at
I know that's me too. Like
it.
doing it for the ecosystem
Yeah.
is really when it's beneficial. I always say efficiency is worth it.
Mhm.
And that's when it's like, okay, if I'm going to spend a little bit extra, but it's going to make me that much more efficient,
Yeah.
then it's worth it. And so when we're airdropping, like it is actually, it's a requirement to be Apple for the creative space we have here.
Well,
Because we want to airdrop between everything and like think about like the support and
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know. That's Windows or this.
well,
Like,
my
you know?
entire team that are W-2 is we're on a phone plan, and I got everybody Apples. Like today, my daughter, who clips a lot of my videos other than what you guys do, I just put our phones together, and by the end of today, she's like, I clipped everything, I posted it for you, Dad. Like,
That's a way better.
Yeah.
That's efficiency's worth it.
because sometimes I'm in my creative space before she comes in to record. And if I just recorded, I would get the microphone. So I just give it to her, and she's like, that makes my job even easier. Boom.
So can I share? There was this, it was just today at the day of recording
No,
this.
you can't share. I'm just joking.
As I proceed to
I
share.
know.
I didn't even wait. That's the podcast world. We kind of like frame each other, don't we?
I know.
But
No, just do you for a
but
little.
we're actually good. Like
Don't
it's-
forget
it's
what
cool.
you're going to say now.
Well, it was on the way here, the day of recording this. I did hear a YouTube video of a guy that paid $26,000 just to have a 5-minute phone call with Alex Ramosi while he was doing his book launch. And so I was like, okay, this is intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
What did this guy want to know and everything? But
How much did you pay again?
$26,000.
For how much? For how long?
It was like a 5-minute phone call.
That's crazy.
And Alex still had it on air. So he's like gaining from it too.
Yeah, dude's very smart, by the way.
He's gaining it.
Very
He's
buff.
gaining from it.
Really nice beard, by the way.
Dude. Yeah. He has the best suits too. I'm joking. Okay.
A white tank top
Yeah.
that says school on it.
Okay. Well, he said that he brought up this point again that like, dude, if you're going to be the cheapest, own it. Go and do it. But you're going to have to do it in the more creative ways.
Yeah.
So that when you scale, you can still profit. You still have to profit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you're going to be the most expensive, then you can afford like the best talent, the best team, the best kind of clients. You can weed out the clients that don't get results because they don't do all the things.
Bingo.
And you can just pick the best clients that actually will listen to you and do everything.
Yeah.
And then pay for all the stuff and not just one thing. And I heard someone on our podcast. It's a new podcast, actually. So I'm going to do a little shout out. The Illumine podcast.
A what?
Illumine podcast.
Illumine podcast.
It's another word for illuminate, like shine and stuff. And it's a med spa one.
Do you remember Newsboys?
Yeah.
Shine.
Yeah. Yeah. But before I lose that train of thought, she mentioned like the way she treats people and she's super honest.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, look, if we don't do the full treatment, you're not going to see the results that you want. So we need to do the full plan to give you the best chance to see those results that you're going for.
Yep.
So it's not like, it's kind of like jumping in and versus just trying for a week and then leaving, you know? So
that's a good point.
And she found out that it's been way better and it's like the money follows after that. So it's not like it's almost like we're talking about price, but it's not even about price.
It's not. It's about getting them their results, and they have to make the proper investment for the results. I know people who are very well priced in the upper, like most expensive to almost there. And people will talk about their price and they'll be like, well, let me meet you where you're at. So maybe we could take this out, take that out, take that out. And it always bites them in the end because they don't get the full result. If you I don't know.
Try to load.
If you're trying to poke holes in everything just to meet their price, then they're not going to get the full experience, and there's a chance that they're not going to be happy because of that. Whereas your client says, look, if you want this result, if you want to look or feel like this, there's a price to pay. And if you're willing to make the investment, I can get you there. If you're not, I'm not the person for you.
Right.
And it's okay to do that.
Yep.
Now, if you're just out there selling and you just started your business, you have to prove yourself. Like you might find yourself in the middle or maybe the cheapest, but you cannot stay in those valleys or in those seasons long enough. Because remember, people will pay the price if they see that your value is below or equal to the price that you're asking. Right? And sometimes the value for these people is how long have you been in here? How do you look? If you just started out, you might have to price accordingly to your skill or your level of experience in the industry or just your time in it. Yeah. But you cannot stay there. Can't.
So the hardest, like, I don't even actually know where I am. If I'm 100% honest, I don't know because I really feel like we're doing something niche enough that there's no competition in our area, at least from what's known.
Yeah.
Like there could be.
So you're the pioneer.
Yeah. So then it's like, to me, that makes it even more important. Like we're setting standards here.
Well, if all of your clients are going viral and getting good views, and all, then your value starts to increase because of what you're able to do for them. Eventually, people are going to knock on your door and say, what's your price? And you'll be like, $1 million, for example, right? Whatever that is. You know, let's be realistic. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I'll be like, cool, when do I start? Like when you can start providing results for your clients that is interpreted as value, people start knocking on your door.
So how do you get there? We were kind of talking about this before. Like if you feel like you're on the lower side, how do you get to the higher side? Do you just jump and wait until someone says yes?
I mean, you could do that, but if you don't come across valuable for that price, then you're going to find a lot of resistance. I would do two things. Number one, ask yourself, do I run an operation that deserves to ask people for that much investment? And if you don't, fix it right away. Like make the evolutions, look better, get shirts, get uniforms, upgrade X, Y, and Z if you need to, right? Stop looking like somebody who just came off the streets and trying to sell something. Then number 2, increase your price. Increasing prices are the scariest things I find for some entrepreneurs. It's like, oh, well, we're going to get less people. And most people increase it by 10, 15, or 20%, and they realize there's no resistance. I got to the point in my business where increasing my prices was an addiction. If people weren't saying no, I'd increase it again. I do the same thing with my coaching practice. Every 5 clients that come in that I convert, I increase my price.
So how do you know when to stop?
Until they say no.
Okay.
And you'll find out. But again, your conversion ratios, you kind of have to know what's healthy. So if you're in growth mode, typically you want to be around a 75% conversion ratio. Because what's going to happen is you're looking for bulk, you're looking for volume, so your prices will reflect that. If you're looking to be more profitable, meaning your prices are higher but you don't have as many clients, then your conversion ratio, I'm finding, and this is industry specific, so I'm generalizing, about a 50 to 53% conversion ratio is pretty
And that's
healthy.
conversion from what? From initial cold lead or like a qualified lead or?
From a sales qualified lead to,
Okay.
Because you have leads that come in, you also have to qualify them. There's some leads you shouldn't even be touching. If the leads that are coming in are not qualified, you have a marketing and branding problem. But from a sales qualified lead, converting them into a client that's paying you, 50% is typically where profit lies, 75% is for growth. Now, if you're not priced right, not for profit, and you're trying to bulk and get as many people as possible, but you're not converting at 75%, if you're at like 40 or 30, then it's a sales problem. So your numbers tell you everything. You just have to be honest with yourself, and you have to really, really, really
you have to even track it.
you have to track it. So we have a 5 ways formula, and put 5 ways in the comment if you're on YouTube. We'll send a free PDF if you're.
Well, I mean, I would love the comment, but it's actually on our school community.
Yes, never mind. You don't have to comment. Go to school. Go to the first link and click on there, and it's all.
Yeah.
But we have a 5 ways formula where we help our clients track the 5 metrics that get the results of customers, revenue, and profit.
Yeah. What if you really like who you're serving? Just because like maybe you feel like it's not about making money, it's about making enough to accomplish your goals, but then like
Jared, everything's about making money. Like when you really think about it, maybe it's not about making billions of dollars, but you have to have a profit, or else your business will not be able to maintain itself.
Right, but what I'm asking is like, because I know like using it to get to your dreams, and get to your desired outcomes. That's what it's for, correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what the money's
like,
for. Yeah, absolutely.
So like, what if that can work with where you are? Then do you like just keep going and be consistent with where you are? And keep getting the best results, or you wait till there is a time, or do you keep testing it? And because there's part of me that doesn't want to be the person that's always raising prices, but then it's like I want to be consistent and I want to be fair, but then at the same time I want to be fair to my team.
Fair is measured by the individual. Like what your version of fair might not be what your client's version of fair is.
Right.
And every client will uniquely see fairness as something different. I think at the end of the day, your biggest client is your team, and you have to take care of your business to take care of the team and you. So you do what's right for the business.
Right.
I think that businesses will always have a season of growth and a season of profit. Right? You grow, you scale. Then you get to the point that now it's about profiting. Right? And then once you coast there, if you're a true entrepreneur, you're not going to want to stay stuck there. You're going to want to grow again because you want to be able to do that. So then you scale, you grow. It's not about profiting. It's really about just getting more clients in, scaling your business, and then you coast, and now it's about profitability.
We're in that like run the play, go.
Yeah.
part.
And that's fine.
Yeah, we set the foundation.
You have to understand the season of business that you're in. And really, you're the one that controls it.
Isn't that crazy?
You're going to be at a point of profit, and you might still have a lot of people like, I want you. Da, da, da. You're like, nope, I'm only taking X amount of clients, and I'm going to get the ones that are willing to pay the most.
Yeah.
That's a fun place to be.
Then you like can, when you're so selective, I can see it where like, hey, we've done this with this kind of business. If you want this, here's the price like to get there. And that's the proof.
Yeah.
Because you've done it now.
Yeah.
And you're no longer like fake it till you make it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like marketing's kind of like that.
Marketing
it's
is
like,
well, the thing is with marketing, it changes every year.
yeah.
So you have to fake it, then learn, and then make it.
And it's like what's
what I mean?
proven yesterday isn't proven for tomorrow.
Dude, when we started coaching a few years back, marketing is different than it is now.
Dang, yeah.
Have you noticed that?
I mean, yes. Yeah.
All the ideas we
Yeah.
went through 3 years ago, a lot of it we're throwing out the window or it's obsolete now. It's, we're having especially with AI, right now we are in the season where I think nobody really knows what they're doing. Everything's just like testing and measuring. We're learning right now. At least that's the way I see it. And you might disagree. I'm not a marketer, but I have clients that are in that season of we're just trying to figure out what's working now because what used to work is definitely not working.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that title shift with the AI effect.
Absolutely.
And like, I think social media will always be here, but at the same time, I kind of wonder because the more and more people I talk to individually, they're actually not on social media themselves, at least here in the area I'm in. It's like they're on it for their business. So now
Yeah. And I see that a lot with Facebook and Instagram. But
and it's also my algorithm because that's
there's a lot
how
of people
I
on
am.
TikTok though right now. People are actually actively using TikTok.
But it gets like sloppy because now everyone's just making AI stuff.
Well, then that means that we're in a season of just I'm sitting watching and adapting, and in 2 years from now, I think something's gonna be more perfected than today.
Gary Vee thinks it's the glasses.
Probably.
He's like, and I could actually see that. It's like, dude, the phone was the thing, and now
he
it's gonna be
believes
those
that social
glasses.
media still hasn't reached its full potential. Gary Vee.
Yeah.
He says social media has not reached its full potential. Homie he says post 7 to 10 times a day.
Because you know why?
Why?
Chronological doesn't matter anymore.
No.
And it's every individual piece of content.
So
especially when video.
You know what we're doing? We're just religiously following that. You're clipping a lot for us. I have natural things clipping. We have the entrepreneur experience clipping.
Yep.
So on my social media, there's at least 4 or 5 things going out daily, which is amazing. Then we have our events coming out and this and this and that. So
and that's why like you don't have to. This is a huge debate, but I am leaning towards what Gary Vee says a little more.
Well, he's a billionaire in the marketing space.
But a lot of people say don't copy what he says because he's accomplished and you got to wait till you get there and then you can do what he's saying. So like what I mean is like
how did he start off?
In a social channel?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to pick a certain niche and be only that topic. Like that's what a lot of people say. And I struggle because there's a lot of proven like YouTube coaches and they're like, you got to pick your one niche and give people a reason why to follow you. But at the same time, the way I see the algorithms, it makes me want to lean towards what Gary Vee's saying, where you just and. Like, what do I talk about? This and this and this and this. Because those individual pieces of video find the individual audience for that video. Yeah. And like subscribers and followers will end up going away.
But that's what we're doing. We're doing a lot of we have the entrepreneur experience, coaching, we have all that stuff. I think what it's doing is just branding us as our niche as the authority in the coaching and videography space.
Yeah, now, yeah. It's exactly.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, next year, is that going to be the same case? I don't know. The best thing that we can do is really keep track of what's going on and pivot and adapt to it.
You surf.
Yeah.
You surf and you fall when you surf.
Yeah.
And then you get
if
bitter.
you're in my case, you drown 3 times and stop surfing. So that's what happened to me. So anyways.
And then you hire the person to put you on the board.
Yeah.
With a seat.
Yeah. Well, our producers are always looking at us and saying time is up. I had a lot of fun with this one.
This was good.
This was actually a good conversation. I can actually go 40 more minutes with this. This is cool stuff. I love this stuff.
We could. And we could get into a way how to be the most expensive, the middle, and the least at the same time.
Yep. Now, look, guys, you could find yourself in any one of them. You choose, but you have to own it. You have to own what comes with it, right? I know I want to be the most valuable, most expensive because I love profit. If you want to be in the middle, you're playing in the middle. If you were going to be the cheapest, you own the cheapest. But you do it because you know why. But at the end of the day, you make a business plan around all those things. And you have to tell the business why it has to be that for you.
And just be careful because in the middle, it could tank.
Yeah.
Or kill your business.
And if you're anything like an Oreo, the middle is the best.
Yeah.
It's an Oreo joke. Oreo. Oh.
But it's not
Oh.
good without the top and bottom
That's right.
to me.
So the economy needs everything. They need the most expensive, the cheapest, and the middle.
And then there's JT Visuals, which is the milk.
All right, guys. It was so fun hanging out with you guys today. Just remember to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you get notified whenever a new podcast episode comes out, and just join us. Join us whenever something comes out. Have fun with us. This is an experience,
And
right?
just a small favor, if you're listening to this on a podcast platform, then give us one of those ratings or one of those reviews, because that'll help us show up in the search results.
True.
And that's what we need a little help with. And it is all in your hands. And so if you made it this far in the podcast, you've already shown a lot of support, and we thank you so much. If you could just do that one thing and leave an honest review about what you get from this podcast when you listen, and then then we'll become more searchable, and you can be like, yo, I listened to them before they had 1 million subscribers, or something.
Well, look, I mean, the entrepreneur experience, we're not making any money off of it. Really, it's to brand both of our businesses, so you help us actually get seen where we actually do make money. And, and I'm being vulnerable because you should be doing something like this too. If you have a business, you should be doing things like this. That's, at the end of the day, a year from now, it might be different. Who knows? But either way, what Jared said, please do that. Please do that.
So remember to stay strong.
Oh, there you go.
I stole your...
Keep on keeping on, baby.